What does the dot do? Often in music, we can play and learn rhythms by ear. But then when we actually look up them on the page, we're not quite sure what to do with them. On the page that you're looking at right now, we have a rhythm in 3/4 time. We have ta, 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 ta. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right above that, you'll see 2 eighth notes. I call those TT. They take the same value and counts as the quarter note beneath. So there are 2 eighth notes for each quarter note. So we would say ta, 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 and up here we would go T, 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 T. Okay, so let's just ta this rhythm. Ta, 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 ta. Up above, T, 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 T. But when we're playing in our passages in a song, it's a little confusing to be doing tas and TTs. And so our time signature here at the very beginning, the top number 3 tells us how many beats are in a measure. The bottom number 4 tells us the quarter note gets the beat, and the quarter note is this. So there would be 3 quarter notes in each measure. 1, 2, 3. Here's a bar line to divide the measure. 1, 2, 3. So to keep counting in groups of 3, when we have all these extra notes, we have to add another syllable because this is 2 sounds. 1 and 2 and 3 and. And I often write it the number 1 and a plus sign. 2 and 3 and. Then we go on 1 and 2 and 3 and. So that's one new way. What does the dot do in the music? It changes the way we count. So I'm actually going to put a dot right after this first quarter note. And I'm going to change the second quarter note to a single eighth note. So it's helpful to know that having 2 eighth notes like that is the same as writing 2 eighth notes like this. They both have their own little flag. This bar is the same as these 2 little flags. So what does the dot do? The dot always adds half of the value of the note that it's behind. So we put the dot after the quarter note, and half of a quarter note is just one of these eighth notes. So I'm going to grab a pencil so that you can see this dot right here actually is that first half of count 2. And then this becomes a single eighth note, and it's the second one. So we would count this 1 and 2. This would be 1 and 2. And then this second half of and is here. So we have 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the next measure. We're going to put a dot right there. We're going to turn this guy into an eighth note. So count 2 is that dot, and the and of count 2 is that eighth note. 1 and 2. So this is 1 and 2, and then this is the and, 3 and. So now we have a rhythm that is 1 and 2 and 3 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and. So we ask, what does the dot do? It actually changes the way we count because we have to divide our quarter notes in half to take half of a value here and the other half goes here. And if we don't count with the ands, then we're not going to be accurate. So whenever you see eighth notes, we're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and sometimes if it's 4 time signature, 4 over 4, it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But we have to always count with ands when we have the dot because we're dividing our quarters in half up here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Can you clap that with me? Here we go and count it out loud. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3.